Warning: the views and opinions of the monsters in this video are not a reflection of you as a hunter. They are a reflection of my personal tastes and the people that I invited on here. So if you get butthurt, put it in the comments. I don't care. No. What's good, YouTube? It's me, your boy Bossu Bonks, back at it again with another video. Today we're gonna be doing a large monster tier list for Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, let me break it down for you how I'm rating these monsters. So I'm basing my opinion off of, one, is the monster cool? Basically, is it cool? Does it look cool? Does it have cool actions? Two, is it a fun fight? Is it something that I enjoy to do over and over again? And three, which is a bonus because I'll mainly be focusing on the first two, does the gear look tight? Like, is the gear looking good? Is the gearing? Are the weapons cool? Because that will motivate me to fight that monster regardless. So take everything of that with a grain of salt. I am going to have two guests on this video, the Royal Josh and Samurai Jack. I'll put their links to their YouTube channels and their Twitch channels in the description below. But without further ado, let's get this thing going, huh? So first up, our boy Chatacabra.
Big Froggy.
Listen,
I love him.
This monster, for it to be the new Jaggerist, so to speak,
Yeah.
I kind of vibe with it. I'm not gonna lie.
I love it so much.
Like,
you know me, we go fight that thing for fun. Like,
yeah,
whip that thing's ass.
He's fun to fight. One, that already meets one of my criteria. His gear don't look bad.
It don't, especially for like the first monster in the whole Wild. He kind of honestly set the standard for me to be like, wow, every new monster about to have crazy drip.
Yeah, I don't mind though. I don't mind this gear. I'm not saying he's God tier. I'm not saying he's S tier. But he ain't.
I would say for a starter monster, he's like very good. Like, I wouldn't say he's like up there God tier. That's a bit much. But he's very good to me.
Okay. Hear me out before Sammy get here. Let's put. I'm gonna put him right here.
That's where he belongs.
I'm going to put him on A tier because I feel like that is the perfect monster. Like, if you were sick of fighting the training dummy in the training room as a new player, Chatty is the perfect monster to go and test how to do offsets, how to do clashes and things like that.
Yeah, because he can do both. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I like him a lot. I like him a lot as a new monster as well.
He's a great starter monster, especially for Wilds.
Do we? So I think, yeah, putting him at A is good. So
I agree.
This next one. Here's what I'll say about is Nursilla. Yeah. I do not mind fighting this monster. There is, I do not mind fighting this monster. However, there are a couple of things that in this fight that it has that are annoying to me. Like that little sleep ass move it do.
Oh yeah, we're poking your damn chin meat.
The hitbox, the hitbox is mad weird. It's mad weird. It's so wide. And usually where there's one, there's two of these. And the little spider babies.
I don't like them.
No. Yeah, I don't have a phobia of spiders or anything like that. However, I'm probably gonna put for me personally, and I'm thinking about weapons as well, I'm still probably gonna put this at C.
I hate Nursilla's gear. Frieza, Emu Power Ranger, it's so ugly.
It's not great.
Isn't that fun? Like, they were like, when I first seen them spiders, I was like, wow, cool, new mechanic, spider babies. And then they just sit there and harass me. They didn't really do anything. She didn't interact with them. Like, I thought, like, maybe, like, I guess Ragnarok kind of already has that gimmick of interacting with their babies, but I feel like they could have done something there.
The best thing about this monster, the two best things about this monster is, for me, is when it's doing a turf war and it just wrap them up.
Gypsaros? Yeah. Cool.
When it wraps up the Gypsaros. Yeah.
The little flip sounds it makes when it's swinging around, that's also cool.
And then the swing move it has is really cool.
Yeah, where they jump behind you, trying to stab you in your back
Hmm.
knee. Yeah, that's pretty cool too.
So
However,
I'm going to put it at a C. What would you want it at?
I would probably put it at C. Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't avoid it. If I have to fight it, I'm like, okay, I have to fight Narcissa. It's not like annoying. So yeah, I put it at C, but it's not my favorite.
Let's hurry up and get past
Fair
these.
enough.
Let's hurry up and get these. Because hey, I got some choice words for here about me. Because the only thing that's saving this monster for me is his gear.
It's his drip. You know it. You know it's drip. If it didn't have the drip it did, I avoid it. I'm not fighting you.
This is probably the least fault monster on my that I fought because I use great sword, hunter horn. I'm not in the air. I'm not.
That's true.
Get down here.
I think the reason why I don't mind it as much is because I'm a bowman, so I just look up and shoot that bitch, and it's a normal fight for me. But yeah, when I was trying to play, what was it, Lance against it, I was crashing out.
Oh my god,
I was crashing out.
My favorite thing about it though is like his whole body's a weak spot. So it's like that's the only I think I don't think the gear for me could save it. I'm still probably putting Hirabami at a C tier, but I could argue. So I would listen to somebody that said it's a B.
I will probably put it at C tier too, because like I said, I don't avoid it. But once I got that gear and it's layered made on high rank, I have not fought that thing yet.
Yeah,
I mean, it's weapons, it's gear, and I haven't looked back.
Okay.
I might go back when I want a crown farm, but that's probably it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it right here. And I put it above Narcilla too.
Dang, you would rather fight this thing over Narcilla?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, no, you're right. You're right. Hey, you brought up a good point. You bring up a good point.
Now this monkey.
This boom monkey. I talk a lot of shit about these monkeys and Capcom's agenda to bring in 45 different monkeys in this game. We're going to get we're getting Rajang, we're getting Vol'jang too. Mark my words.
Imagine they dropping Rajang like secretly.
Oh my god. Together and they just dap it up.
Yeah.
I
like him a lot, actually. I have a lot of fun every time I fight this monster.
He's a very fun fight.
Especially when you play like a guard weapon or like you said, offsets.
I'm a big fan of offsets. I like offsets more than I like guard clash. If I had to speak from my heart, I would put him in A tier.
I agree.
I would put him in A tier. I don't really care for its gear, but its weapons.
Ooh, their sword and shield.
The hunting horn.
So good. So good. Yeah, those weapons are so good.
We'll put it right here.
Behind Big Chatty.
New Udra.
Oh, New Udra. I'm like, what is that? Oh my god. No way.
New Udra. Now listen. Before we talk about New Udra, because we get to our first Apex here, for everybody that said the game was too easy, I hate everybody. Because now they're about to give them wound resist. All the Apexes are getting wound resistance in the timber versions. Bro. And now we gotta hear y'all cry about something else. They overtuned them. They overcorrected. No, man, that's you being loud.
Oh, ask for this.
And
y'all literally asked for this.
The first, I tell you, if Capcom want to do anything, they make you want to hate this game. They lean into that. Shout out to Electron. Now,
I like Electron,
bruh. I think it's gear. I like its gear, but I do like the concept of tentacles. Here's a fun fact that Jawshy knows about. I don't like that it's squish. I don't like it. I don't like
armor squishes.
I don't like
every time you sit on your head. It's wet. Like
I don't like that the armor squish. That's a little too much for me.
It's a little too much detail. I agree.
But I do like its gear. And I do think the concept of this monster, like it being the first big octopus that you fight in this in Wilds,
and the first one in the series, period, which is so interesting.
It's a very fun fight, especially the first time around. New Udra, now that I fought it, 20, 30 times, the fight is still fun. There's ways to
That
cheat.
music,
Yeah.
that music, so good.
And there's ways to cheese it. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put him high A tier.
I was gonna say that too, because I was thinking about God tier, and I'm like, would I rate him up there? Because that's like where my, like, if this game had Nergigante, where like a Nergigante level monster would go in God tier for me. So,
For sure.
I think high A is probably what I would say too.
Yeah, and Jindahad is next.
D.
You said D.
I do not like this monster. The only reason I fought him as much is because of my friends, and they want to fight him. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. But if I'm not playing by myself and I don't need his materials, I avoid him. I don't like this fight.
I think this is the first one we're gonna have super contrasting opinions on.
You like this fight a lot?
I think this is an S tier, dog. I think it's
like, okay, maybe the first time the spectacle, oh my god, this big monster, oh, it's chasing us through this. Oh, that's cool, right? Then after like the 50th time, I'm like, okay, now you're wasting my time with this ult mechanic. I felt the same way about FPG, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
FPG was cool though, but like this ult mechanic, I'm sitting here waiting 5 miles for you to do it. Sometimes a rock will drop, for example. Sometimes I'm just dead because I didn't know how to do it. First time I fought it. So yeah, I think I'm just over the fight. But the first time was okay. If I was rated off first time, it'd be like A tier. But now that I've done it so much, it's kind of lost a lot of charm for me.
For sure.
And I don't like his hitboxes.
Don't like his hitboxes. I don't like bouncing. That's my least favorite mechanic in all of Monster Hunter is bouncing. Listen, yo, if y'all going back and y'all playing GU, be ready to bounce.
Bounce simulator.
The reason why I think this is S tier is some reason that you've already went over. I think on every cylinder for me, it's hidden. Because looking and it's funny about Jindahad in particular, because when I saw his concept art, or when I saw his render, when they previewed him on Twitter and they just showed the actual monster on a like transparent background, I said this monster looked dumb as hell. This monster looked dumb as hell. I don't know what all these like little lines and blades on them. I don't know what kind of edgy shit they doing. But then I see the monster. I see how big the monster is. I see everything. It's the first like little sneak peek of like a raid monster, like you know your Fatalises, your Zapijivas, that type of monster, and it's just giving you a little taste, a little scoop of what's that's gonna be like. And those fights are meant to be annoying. They're meant to be time sinks. And for me, the weapons look good. I think the gear looks good.
I agree.
It definitely gives us like Elden Ring, like the sword and shield for Jindahad. It's just flail.
Yeah. I love that flail. I don't even know if it's meta, but I'm using it because I like it.
It has the best looking greatsword in the game, and that's what
I didn't even know it had a greatsword.
It does, and it looks really good. It has the best looking. It has one of the best looking hunting horns. I'd say my favorite is still Boom Monkey, but I just think for me, all the 3 criteria that I'm thinking of, it's definitely hit firing on all those for me. And it's the most unique fight in the entire game. Like you have to fight it. You have to fight it in a certain way. You can't just like no brain it, right? Not yet, at least. So that's why it's an S tier for me. But I can understand why you avoid it, because I got a monster like that on this list, and you know who it is. That I don't care. Ain't nothing to save it. But
okay. So factoring in what you just said and how I felt the first time I fought it, it will jump up maybe to a B for me. But like you said, I guess these fights are meant to be a time sink and like waste my time a little bit. But I don't know. I avoid it when I don't have to fight it.
Okay.
But when I do fight it, it's not the worst thing ever, I guess. It's not a Gravios. So I will maybe say B for me now, I guess, thinking about it.
Okay. B for Josh, S for me. It is my list. So
that is diabolical. Hello, I have rights.
Just know that Jawshy said B. Just know that. Count that. And again, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm gonna put Jawshy's link in the description, and I'm gonna put Sami's link in the description when Sami come home and wipe his ass. So
yeah,
I'm gonna skip because I want to talk about this one.
Get the
Gravios.
show over with. Put him down there.
D. D. This monster is the most obnoxious monster in the entire game. And
his yells are 5 minutes long. Like, you're going to be sitting there Harlem shaking for 5 minutes if he yells. Oh my God, it's just so annoying.
The fight, there's nothing fun about the fight. I know people like, they're Gravios fans. And I'm like, really? Dog, the first part of this fight is artificial because you have to break through his chest. And like, it doesn't matter what you're using, it's just going to bounce until you break it, right?
It's going to bounce and great numbers. So, yeah.
And it's he has sleep, he has poison, he has fire,
he has everything.
He has blast. He has a whack ass hitbox with his tail. He got that damn that roll.
Yep, run and shoot, roll and polioli.
He has a ram. He has a laser beam. However, the laser beam, there's a special interaction with the greatsword. If you block it, you can like walk towards it while blocking.
Yes. Oh my God, New Udra has that too. If you block his little poke down fire shit New Udra be doing, you can block that too and walk towards it.
I like that.
That's cool.
I like that. It's still a D. It's still a D. And all his gear looks stupid.
I also want to add that it was worse in GU. So if it's D now,
yeah,
imagine how it was in GU.
Nope. Oh, Sammy's here.
Then you got to go over where a boss we put some stuff at.
We agreed on a lot of this. We butted heads on. We didn't even butt heads. We disagreed on was Jinder Hot. I think Jinder Hot is an S tier based on my criteria, and Jawshy thinks it's a B tier.
He's an S tier for me.
Ooh, 201.
Normally how I like it.
Oh my God.
Sorry. How you do?
But welcome in, Sammy. Again, I'm joined by Royal Josh and Samurai Jack. We are actually we moving pretty good, me and Jawshy. So we'll start. Well, now that you're here, we'll start with Guardian Odigera.
Love.
Yeah, he's Odigera.
Yeah, like you picked wrong.
I liked him in World. I like him still.
Yeah. I like him even more now, actually, because he got that little like guardian fart stuff that's happening. Whatever it's called, Wyvern milk.
The Wyvern milk. Yeah.
So yeah, he's even better, honestly.
I think he's an easy.
He is.
I think he's good. I think he's really good, and his gear always hit.
Eats. Oh my God. I was curious why they didn't add his lance, unless I missed it. But
because it has that little curling that lance that twists around, don't it?
Yeah. I don't know why that's not in here, but that's like the only thing that he's missing for me, at least. But he's still, for me, A tier.
Yeah. High A tier. Below or above New Udra?
I would say above.
You above New Udra?
I think so. I would say that. Like you said earlier, it's your list.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I would do that. Because
I do like New Udra a lot, but I don't know if it's on Odo level.
I was so happy when I saw Odo Gerard because I wasn't expecting him at all.
Me neither. They didn't tease him at all, and I love that.
Guardian Doshagama or Doshagama, as Jono called it Doshagama, and then they turn on the game and they call it Doshaga. What is it?
Doshagama. And my ass be saying Doshaguma, so I don't know who's right, who's wrong. I don't know. For me, I would say he's like B tier. He doesn't do much for me. Neither does like normal Dosha, but we'll get to him later.
Yeah.
He doesn't really do anything for me. He's just like a white, angry, sad, ugly pug. Like, okay, I don't know. He's just a bear. I like perfect guarding and perfect dodging his little moves, but other than that, he's pretty okay.
I think he's a solid B. I think his gear is okay. His gear is definitely my aesthetic. It's definitely my aesthetic.
I'll be trying to use his gear. I don't know how to make it work.
It gives barbarian vibes for his gear.
Yeah, it's definitely like I said, it's definitely my aesthetic. But I really, in terms of gear, I like normie Doshagama.
Yeah, I feel like what was it? The purpley, whatever.
Yeah, the colors you can't change. Yeah, I don't like that. But this fight, the things that it adds as a guardian, the moves that it adds to his moveset, I really like. And I think
that little like not spit, whatever move it does, make me want to crash out. Why do you have defense down? Why are you defense downing me right now?
I like the little feign dive then uppercut. I love that. So I think he's, like I said, I think he's a solid B. And we can talk about regular Doshigama too while we're here, because it's kind of the same thing. The only thing I think that separates him from Guardian for me that would, give the normie a one up is when he's with his goons. Yeah, that's a different fight.
Yeah,
that's a different fight. And if you got no poop, why don't you have poop?
Why don't you? But if you don't, you getting jumped.
This is the monster. This and Hirabami are the monsters that tell you to get poop.
Oh God! Oh my God! Pack Hirabami. Oh, my head. I just crashed out thinking about that.
I'll fight him again.
Rathian stick together. We'll get to all these monsters that stick together. But I will put both of them in B. Honestly,
I would put maybe regular above Guardian, simply because like you said, the pack mechanic. I like that aspect of him a little bit more. So yeah, that's where I would put him.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be super biased here. I'm gonna be ultra biased with this next one. Zuu is my favorite monster in this game. My favorite new monster. And I think its introduction was dope. I think its gear is dope. Every single weapon hits.
Oh, good.
And it's a fun hit. It's a fun fight except for one hit. And that's the hit where it sprays the shards at you. I don't like that move.
Yeah.
But I think that's an S tier for me, dog.
I love it.
He's an S tier for me. And it's above Gender High for me.
I agree.
That's fair.
Just because based on the criteria, it's doing everything. Guardian Wrath.
So much better than regular Wrath.
He is a lot better. And
I love Guardian Wrath. Sorry. You gotta say?
I'm hunting it a lot more now because I'm making gear for it. I'm making weapons. And I'm starting to really appreciate its moveset. And I'm starting to respect its moveset. And that's when I was like, remember the last time we were hunting, I was like, that's Sergio's move. Like when he does the little heel kick.
That little diving kick.
I love that move. And I think the new moves that the Guardian versions get is I think it really sets them apart as they should. And it's like, they're really fun to fight. Like these versions are fun to fight in their own way. And we'll talk about, this is Guardian Rathalos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We can talk about regular Rathalos too, so we just kind of cruise. Rathalos.
I low-key think they designed Guardian Breath first and then gave normal Rathalos some of Guardian's moveset, but like died down.
Yeah, I agree. I think Rathalos, regular Rathalos, it does just enough because like us who've been playing Monster Hunter have been fighting Rathalos our whole career know its cues, right? Now it added just enough to Rathalos to make the fight more interesting or to make you like, oh, okay. Well, the way he would usually do this, he's like doing a little sidestep or a turn or like he's feigning the fire throw now.
And then he also has like a remix version of Rathian's like 3-shot fire where he does that shot and then jumps back. I'm like, what's going on with that? The first time I seen that, I was blown away. I said, wow.
Wait, don't Blue Wrath has that?
I don't know. Okay. I don't think so. I've never seen it before. I don't know. Maybe I missed it.
Wait till these fools get pink wrath. Anyway.
Please don't.
So if I had to rate both of these, Guardian and Rathalos, I think we can't go wrong putting regular Rathalos in B. And I think they both B.
Yeah, they both
I would say both B, but I think Guardian Wrath would be like high B for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like this and this.
That's what I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who should we save Arky for last?
He is the flagship.
Okay, we'll save Arky
Yeah,
for
save
last.
Big chicken.
That big cock. I mean,
Not still hot.
Rather large. I need to find a small one. Anyway,
listen, my God. So listen, the gear is on point.
bro, I couldn't believe that this was a early game gear set. I could not believe that.
The gear is on point. I wore that gear the entirety of the campaign until I got to almost the damn near the final boss.
I understand why.
It was hidden.
It's so cute. Timbercheese is my favorite new monster.
Interesting.
I love that fucking big chicken.
Hey, it's a good monster. It's a well-designed monster.
He's very well designed.
And again, going back to like what we talk about with Chadacabra, it's like it has enough in its moveset that it will allow new players to use the new mechanics. Like
it's also a really good introduction to status and element too.
Exactly.
He is.
It doesn't have a guard clash, but it does have, you can't offset it. And for me, I love, like I said earlier in the video, I love offset. That's my favorite new mechanic. And so I was racking them up against this monster. That's how I was learning my timings. And when I was using Hunter Horn, where you got to put in 4 notes to get the offset, then to do a stance.
My brain need.
Then you have to do a stance. Yeah, this was the perfect monster for me.
Actually, he does have a clash.
He does?
He does. It's when he does a little headbutt charge at you. That's the clash.
I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Good. I'm glad Sammy's here, who uses Charge Blade and Sword and Shield and Lance. me using Hunted Horn and just started peeking in a little scoop of Greatsword. You know, I guess I was talking too soon. I'm starting
to everything.
Listen, I got a little switch axe on my thing now a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a little something.
But that bow will always have me. And he honestly is where I really learned how to start like discerning dodge, as you want to call it, but I call it a dip dodge. He's actually when I learned how to do it for real.
Yeah, he kind of forces you to learn how to do it. Chadacabra, not so
you getting hit by that AoE fire, bruh. You getting hit by it if you don't perfect guard or perfect block.
Yeah, and that's a good point you bring up, Sammy, because Chadacabra, when he does a little tongue lash, there's instances where you just got iframes and you just walk through the tongue. The hitbox on his tongue is so weird. But this chicken's tail, it's made with different polygons. You get hit. I would put this low A.
I agree. Compared to the rest of the roster, even though he's my personal favorite, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Boy, when this make it to the YouTube, they gonna be like, they put all these damn kitty monsters in the hide in it. But I don't know.
Wait till they get to the other ones. Oh, they'll be up there too.
Ooh.
Yeah. No. I avoid.
Alpha rip. Definitely avoid.
You avoid?
I avoid the mess out of Yankaku. I haven't even no.
I killed a flock of them because I don't like that goofy bird.
Dog, you saw me. God. I booted up with right to their nest. Dog, this is the most annoying and for me the most elusive chicken in the game.
He has. Why does he still have
frame one stupid run?
Right from GU. Why does he still have that? And you cannot time that because he just do it randomly.
Random as no tail, no nothing, and you're throwing fire all over the place, and I'm on fire, and I'm done. Yeah, I'm about to crash out.
Oh, and the auto tracking fireballs. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Because why is it curving at me as I see it coming?
Okay, hear me out.
I'm deaf.
The weapons for me kind of save it.
Really?
They are goofy and funny.
I do like his intake glaive. It's quite funny.
His Hunted Horn is really cute. And for somebody who paid for every plushie weapon in Rise, it gives me a little bit. It's giving me that wooden toy feel. If it's D, it's above Gravios. If it's C, it's at the bottom of C.
Gravios is at the bottom of everything. He's at the bottom of Monster Hunter. Tier list. Yeah. You put every monster, he's at the bottom. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I'll say for like newer players, like when you see him at high rank, if you ain't fought him before,
Wait.
he's probably a challenge a little
He
bit.
is the introduction to high ring. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He's an introduction, so I would have to say he's a little bit of a challenge because it's your first monster in high rank. You don't know his
And
move sets.
they make you capture him too.
Oh yeah,
that
they
too.
force you to capture because, hey, I've been slay. I'm still slay.
No runway.
I'm gonna put him here.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
That kind of hurt me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Jim
What would you rate him?
I would put him low C.
Yeah, I kind of could agree on low C.
Yeah.
Because when you
'Cause he's
knock
kinda up there with
his
him
little
filling
ass
hair by
out, it's so satisfying. When you hit it with an offset, but we'll keep him there. Gypseros.
I can't even say
I
I
hate
would
him
because I'm a
hard.
bowman. I'm a bowman,
have
so I
him
gotta fight him for Dash Strike, but do I have fun while doing it? Meh.
No.
Not really.
I hate him hard from GU. If people who play GU, you already know. If you play
Oh god. Oh god.
bow, archer, and dual blades, you know. Fighting him
I will say the additions they made to him in Wilds improve him
a lot.
Being able to
Yeah.
stop his flash with the focus strike, that is a really good mechanic, and if you're fast enough,
Mhm.
you can stop it and not deal with it, right? But
Uh-huh.
even still,
You can block
Uh-uh.
it. You can block his flash too, which
yeah,
is
you
really
can
good.
block it, you can perfect dodge it too.
Yeah.
I forgot about
This monster is damn. He do give me those short shorts with the hot socks. I like.
that. I know. The Quaker Rose 3s.
Yeah, they really nice. And Gisero's
The rest of his armor's ugly as hell, though.
it is the rest of his armor's ugly. The weapons, he does poison, right? But he doesn't even do the best poison. I think that's Wrath, huh?
The Wrath. Or
Yeah, it's Wrath.
Rapapalo. They both are really good.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put Gypseros mainly because I had to hump him most recently, like 30 times in a row.
For that title.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him mid C tier.
What?
I was.
Oh, the Wild.
I agree with boss. He
I almost lost my shit, but then I remembered because I was looking in the order of the tier list.
Mhm.
I was like mediocre with Dasha Gnim. Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna put him. I'm
He's
put him,
definitely above here above me.
yeah, I'm gonna put him right here. And I will, and the only reason I would rate him higher is because when people don't know Gypseros and he go down that first time, it's
yeah.
always funny. It's always every time it's funny.
Okay.
But did the quest complete though?
Yeah, right.
Okay, Rathian.
I like Rathian this year, or I guess generation.
I
I think the changes they made to her are really, really good.
They are good changes.
I like the double
addition to
juke.
that.
I like the double juke tail swipe.
Yeah.
I like that she'll fly over you twice before she do the flip.
It's that frame one run for me that still gets me to this day. I don't like her for that. Like,
It's a little more telegraphed than it was in past
Yeah, and you
games.
can offset it. Look at me. That's all I'll talk about. So.
Offset oh my god! Offset how?
Look, offset that shit.
I didn't even offset that though.
Yeah. So what I do with Greatsword, I show the bash the first run, and then I offset the second when they come back.
Ooh.
Because you can
You find a rat tonight. I'm gonna watch you do that. Yeah.
because you can offset you can offset off after a shoulder cycle.
That shit sound like it look clean.
But I gotta see it coming though. Don't hold me to it. I gotta know.
No, I'm putting you to it, bro.
So I would put Wrath high B, like the highest
I
B
agree.
spot.
Ooh, better than Guardian Wrath?
Right here.
Oh, okay. I agree.
This damn ice monkey. I got beef. I'm not even gonna rate this one because I'll put it in D right now. Even though actually every monkey. Never mind.
oh God!
Listen.
Somebody who's not racist. As somebody. I don't think I really care for Blank Gunga. Like, he's definitely not as bad as he was.
He's
in
not.
GU.
He's not.
they took away one thing I liked from GU, and that was the stupid jump a little fly off moment. That used to kill me.
Oh
Whenever
my
he used to
god,
run between jumps and jump off. Oh, they took that
Jump
away.
in
They
the
could have
fly.
figured it away. That sent me. They took that away, and now he's just kind of a white monkey that shoots ice. So, that's not
yeah, they
doing much
really
for me.
they really
His
dumped him
drip-
down.
His drip remaster though is oh my god.
It's nice, and his weapons are
My
good too.
favorite weapons and
good.
favorite armor set in the whole game. I love it so much.
You do wear that
So, yeah,
shit a
his-
lot.
I be get that monkey on me.
Goddamn monkey. Hey, listen, it's
I used to.
it's for me. It's either low B or the highest C spot.
I could agree with low B.
Like, yeah, low B, because actually I do enjoy his fights, even though I don't actively hunt him. It's just he's still somewhat enjoyable.
He's like, okay, I'm fighting Willy Wonka now. Anyway.
Rafiki looking ass. Vulgar Angie.
Big Angie.
Angie.
I was so happy to see Angie. Not this version.
Oh, God. When they played the. Oh, that was funny. But when they played the little like ancient forest motif, like during his cutscene, I almost teared up. It felt like a love letter to like world players. I was like, oh my heart, I feel seen, Capcom. Honestly, just off of that introduction alone, he would be like an A for me. But his fight, you know, like I said with Wrath, like the wyvern milk mechanics that they add to his moves are interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that they like, even though I don't really like Fulgur Engine as its like self, I like the fact that they brought his variant in so they could be a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
With his moves, like that super long windup, but then that dive forward move that he has is always so intimidating. I just think he's a really good fight.
Yeah, and I
like
with the
low A.
Guardian system, we talked about this before on stream. Like with the Guardian system, we're gonna get a lot of monsters that we probably typically wouldn't get back, or we had to have like a mechanic to get back. We can pretty much get anything we want now. And I think I agree with you. Like the new moves that it has, the Guardian system adds to Vulgar Angie are really good. And the moves that it has from World that it had in World that are magnified from that, you know, that little
From that
power up.
wyvern juice?
I like a lot. I like a lot. But Sammy, where'd you say you would put it?
He'll be like probably a high B.
Above Guardian Wrath?
I won't say above Guardian or Wrath.
Above
Probably
Rathian?
Rathian. Yeah, I would say for
That's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I think so too. Lala Barina. I had to stop and pause because I play Final Fantasy 14 and I want to call it La Habrea. So I had to catch myself. This monster presentation, and first impression of it, its presentation, how it moves, when it's specifically when it's in that little like that scarlet web area with the water and stuff and that platform, that alone put it either high tier, low S for me.
So good.
All its armor is good.
And then
All its weapons is good.
Are so good. And like not even just appearance wise, but paralysis stat wise, amazing. You're making monsters Harlem Shake over and over and over and over and over again with the weapons. So yeah. I love Lala. The introduction cutscene, like it was so good. Whatever his name, Eric or whatever, he walked up in the web, and then it detected you were creeping down that web like a spider. It was so good. Like I don't have arachnophobia, but it kind of made me itch a little bit, like. Ugh! And then the noises it makes, it's so weird.
Bro, the way it dance around you.
Yeah, the moves are so weird. It's so hard to read. The freaking flower booty, so beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, this is low S for me.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, these little chunks with these low monsters.
Yeah, right. This damn booty monkey. Conga Lala.
Nasty. Thank you. Oh, I smell it through the screen.
I feel like he's not as intimidating as he was in GU.
No, not at all.
He was intimidating in GU?
Not intimidating, but he had more of an oomph in GU. Now it's just like
I think it's because I don't think they gave him really anything new versus the hunters are a whole 2 generations ahead of him now. That's probably why it feels like that. At least I didn't know anything new. I will say,
No, he doesn't
Capcom,
really.
y'all added a little too much oomph with the way his little farts be sounding. I
Hey,
give it a look behind me
hey,
like,
dude
"Is that
got,
me?"
hey, dude got a little hit stop, don't it? That must say,
Boy, my headphones be
I said,
shaking.
whoa.
Like, headphones be shaking every time you pass gas.
I think this is
But
a
yeah,
high
like,
C. I think this is a
I
high
agree
C.
with Sammy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty basic.
I'm gonna put it right.
Dang, there's a Lamont.
Right, damn.
No,
you,
automatically. You know, if y'all know me, no,
No.
you don't like Baldur, man?
no.
You don't like the little sand noodle, that little sand
That is my least
glizzy?
favorite monster, I think, in this game. I'll be honest. There's like Basarios, and it might be Balahar. I don't like this worm.
He doesn't. He ain't giving too much. He's not really giving too much, really.
He pisses me off. Because
Yeah.
when you like, when
He
he
has
goes
awkwardly slow
underground,
moves.
my habitual brain is like, okay, focus strike him to stop him. He just goes anyway. I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. Then, if you didn't notice, when he's like leaping out of the ground, just like a focus strike went on his mouth, hit that, doesn't work. Nothing fucking works with this monster. Streamer pods barely want to work. You can only do it like once and then never again. Oh, I hate this monster so much, and it's ugly. I hate looking at his mouth hole.
He has eyeballs in his mouth.
You have blue eyes in your
Back.
mouthpiece. And I
Listen,
will say though, when Dashaguma broke that man's mouth meat open in the cutscene, I was so happy.
the
I said, if only I could do that.
yeah, I don't think I don't mind the monster. I'm not on the little hate train for the monster. I also don't think that its gear is doing enough for me
Its
to be
gear is
like
not that
to
good
argue
either,
for it.
too.
It's definitely my aesthetic, but it's not doing enough for me to be like, oh no, he's a. But I'll kind of take you guys' lead on where y'all want to put Balahara.
Oh, for me, I avoid. I literally avoid him. It's not even like, oh, I might fight him if I want to. No.
I don't think I've
He's in the quest,
actively
I'm not doing
I
it.
don't think I've actively sought out one to fight. I don't think I ever. Huh.
I think the only time is when I got a crown on one.
I think
If I did, it's to bully him just because I can.
he's in the way. Like, move. You destroy my camp. I'm gonna
Bro,
put
him and China Copper are camp menaces. Oh my god.
They
yeah.
are.
I'm gonna put him right here.
Yeah. You should
Yeah,
be
well,
moving.
couple-
That's just me.
And I want to just address. I just want to reiterate. When we say we avoid these monsters, it's just like it's not that they're hard or difficult. We just don't have fun fighting them. That's what that means.
That monster. Big Uthi.
Yeah. Uduna. I like saying his name.
That was fun.
Off rip, it's an A for me. I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know where in
Yeah.
A. The
Looking
problem.
at the ones we have,
Uh-huh.
I would probably say right next to New Udra, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I would say.
It's
I
not
think-
above Nudra at all.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But I think what she's like is really cool. Like this
Mhm.
whale Leviathan thing. Have we even had something like that before? I can't really think of it, remember, but
Like a big thick Leviathan that's almost a whale.
yeah, I don't think we've had anything like that.
Mm-mm.
And
Most
the
of
way
them
she like in her like native zone or like her nest or whatever, the way she'll go out there, and if you don't know about the little things you can pull that to bring her back out, or if you don't, she's gonna do that big whale splash or whatever. I think that's a really cool gimmick. It makes you like pay more attention to what she's doing and not just I'm gonna hit the monster and just kill her. I
Right.
don't like her hitboxes sometimes. Those are kind of annoying. Why are you hitting me when you're jumping up in the air before the movement starts? The heck is that? But her gear and armor are my favorites in the game as well, right under Blangongas. So good looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think it's a pretty good fight.
I think this. Yeah, I agree with all those. I will say this is the monsters I've carded to the most.
I'm trying to think, what would that be for me? I think I've died the most to New Udra. I think I've died the most to New Udra.
And I'll tell you what, when it does that damn free willy shit, I'll be trying to offset
belly
it.
flop?
And then- I've been chasing that offset, and I ain't.
It is so satisfying. Oh my god, it's so satisfying.
But yeah, that's why I cart so much of that one. But I agree with all those points, and I think a lot of people do not like this monster online, and I'm like,
Really?
it's a pretty monster, and I think it's a fun. I think it has a fun mechanic, and I think.
Speaking of that, you said that. I hate that the apexes only appear during the sandstorm or like whatever the equivalent for the
Yeah,
Icarus
yeah.
suit. Because you can't even see her. when the fucking inclusively in and you see her colors and shit, it is so pretty, but you can barely see that in the downpour.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my only negative about the new weather systems that they have.
I knew we was getting underwater. I knew we was getting some underwater combat where you could go underwater when they underwater. and Udu to be down there twirling.
That's about to be in the expansion.
Really?
Yeah. Rumpumpalump.
No.
BBL Rumpy.
I don't like his saggy skin when you pop. I don't.
Bro, I remember when I first
like
ran into this monster and I
bastard.
said, I can't remember what I called it, but Sam was like, what the fuck is you talking about? I said, this big bubble fucking bird.
This monster was my first death in all the wilds, and it makes me want to crash out every time I think about it. So I'm like, I have personal beef with this stupid bug. I hate this mosquito. This poison mosquito, spall sack, lumpy lump.
Design wise, I kind of fuck with it.
I think
Bubble Guts it's so uniquely different from everything. It gives me the same.
Wait. We can't just fly past that. You just call him Bubble Guts and just like
yeah. He's not wrong. He's
not.
He's so uniquely different. It's the same way that Valhazak is different from the rest of the cast.
Love Val, that's true.
Mm-hmm. And it just gives you that different, like, darker aesthetic that, you know, like you look at it, it's geared, it's a witch doctor, right? So I really like, I don't care for the gear itself, but like the weapons I really vibe with.
Hey, oh my god, have you seen his lance? It's a fucking syringe.
Yes,
like, that is so cool to me.
Yes,
it's so good.
The charge blade, Rumpy's charge blade is my favorite weapon in the entire game. With the hourglass on it.
That's the one with the hourglass?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. And the fact that the hourglass is actually like functional, like it moves.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They need to do more designs like that.
I agree.
That's what them damn Artian weapons should have been like.
Man. Thank God for layer weapons.
I know, right? Getting those soon.
If I had to rate it, again, based on the criteria, introduction, how it looks, the fight itself, gear, I'm going to put it lowish B, and I'm gonna put it in between Rathalos and Ice Monkey.
Really?
That's
I would say high C, no drink, next to Congalala. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I was gonna say like low B, high C. He's my lowest fault monster.
I don't know about better than Langonga for me. What?
That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, we'll keep it funky. That's what I'm gonna do. Because if you think of let's revisit this Ice Monkey. What Sammy was saying is like there's nothing that it adds that would make it stand out from Conga. It might be lower than Congalala.
What, because they can't shit on you?
No, because like when you run into this monster in the field, are you really intimidated? Are you really scared of his moveset at all?
You know what? No. But the first time I did, I was, because I thought it was gonna be like GU. Then I remember like, wait, I am now in this game. So you got a point. Yeah.
And that's what Sam was talking about. Like, this is not GU, but I don't even know how to say his name. This, yeah, it's not the GU version. It's definitely a watered down, safer, more tamer version of that. And I don't think there's anybody in B tier that I don't think there's anybody on that B tier list that he is more intimidating than. And now it just comes down like when you get to these C and D's, it just comes down to if you fuck with him or not.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I put it above Congalala, even though Congalala has a scary moveset, is because damn that gear. that gear saves you.
That bow, oh my god.
That gear saved your mommy.
I saw it. Your mommy would be all the way back next to the stereo. So
right.
Wasn't that gear?
Ray Dow.
S tier.
S all the way.
Remember when I said that Kimmershies is my favorite monster outside of another monster? It's Ray Dow. Raidow's my favorite monster in Monster Hunter now. I think. I don't know about that actually, but yeah, he's
He's on up
definitely up
there.
there for me. Like top 3 at least.
I think,
Like,
I
like
love
how
Ray.
and it's so crazy because we've had the most exposure to Radar.
Right in the beta
Uh,
too. Yeah, that's
is
interesting.
his I think it's his moveset. He's like one of the
Mm-hmm.
out of all the fire rams that we have fought, he's like one of the most interesting fire rams because he's on the ground boxing with you.
Yeah, for sure.
This man was
This
doing
little
wings at you.
kills, their wing scrape things. Yeah, and then when that motherfucker jump up to that damn ult from the high ground,
That is, it's still terrifying to this day.
that's so scary, and I know how to avoid it. I will flutter away and still be scared.
We about to talk about boxing in a minute. I think gear wise, fight wise, aesthetic, I think it's fighting. It's firing on all cylinders. And I think the little things on these monsters that add, and I think Raidal is where you really get to see it, like when its little like neck muscles like swell up and charge up right before it it blasts you, and the way its horns move and that type of thing. I think that's where you can actually see the work that went into these monsters.
So we gotta mention like with the Apexes how they have their like special ult attack, and then afterwards they have that little point where you can focus strike them.
Yeah.
Yet again, reinforcing Wild's identity of the focus strike mechanic. Like you get to play Wilds.
Yeah.
Fight these Apexes. So that's really, really, and I think Raidal to me at least has the best implementation. It's not just he's doing this move and then do this, and it's like no, he's doing this move. We get the fuck out of there. Be in a position where you gotta actually, because he'll back up with it. Versus like Newt Woodruff, he'll flop at you and you can get back up a little bit. But with Raidal, if you don't move or you're like too close, or he will hit you with that move and you can't punish it.
For sure.
So yeah, that's why I think he has the best implementation of the focus strike system.
All right. The
big foe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's talk about Arky.
Which one?
You gonna get Guardian first?
This is Guardian.
Crash out. That's a crash out game.
That mother, he was munching. Big back ass Arc Road. Hungry.
Dog. Do you think we'll get him back?
I don't know. They might be like, well, we'll just use Arcfield, like, because we have Arcfield.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because he served his purpose for the story.
Yeah.
It's like they do bring him back. He might be an event quest.
Yeah,
which I would not.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that as an event quest. Yeah, Guardian Arc.
And also, well, not really also because I didn't say this, but when I was playing the game, like for the first time, I was often like comparing like how I felt about like Nergigante, because he's obviously like the Nergigante of the game, Guardian Arcveld. I'm like, I do like Guardian Arcveld, like, but he didn't hit as much for me as like a Nergy or like a Malzeno.
I think Nergigante was way more intimidating than Arky. Malzeno was more intimidating in its own way, in a more like prestigious, like regal way.
Vampire-y,
yes.
Kinda.
Whereas you felt with Nerg, you felt that was like it was like carnage with him. And then even if you go to like Magnamalo, right? Like I feel like that was more of an intimidating monster. Because
the way he showed up during like that Rampage cutscene and bodied everything and looked at you like, I wish you would, and then walked off. I said, oh,
but we naming 3 different monsters that will box your shit. Like they was I don't know, I think the one that moves around kind of like Arc, like has that same kind of like you got to be watching every which way, are Malzeno and Mag, but more so on the Mag because it has like the blasts and it has like those like little J-turn whip arounds, like that type of thing. Man, if I had to rate him, Guardian Arc,
Guardian for like the story and everything.
For the story and everything, I'm probably gonna put it in B.
Yeah, I
would agree.
That.
Because you don't even get its whole moveset.
No, you don't. And
it's literally just the teaser.
And it's he serves like I said, he serves his purpose in the story. It's
Right.
how they present him in relation to Nada
Mm-hmm.
and how him and Nada relate in a lot of instances and everything. So that's probably why he does it hit like that. And then
now that I
also
think about
Terry
it,
Wilson
you're
feel
spitting.
about how-
Because the story was literally about how Arkvale wanted to become an actual like monster, I guess animal. I guess
Yeah.
you know.
I'm a real boy.
Yeah, I'm a real boy. I'm gonna eat. You know, I've developed this thing to eat, and now I'm out of control because like, so I get it. But I don't know. When I think about, I guess this is obviously personal for me, and everybody wants different out of their flagship. But what I want from my flagship is, bitch, I want to be intimidated about you. Like, I want to get my boots when I see you for the first time after that cutscene. The first time I encountered Arkvale, I was like, oh, well, it's time for the rematch. Fight me again.
And I think it's because of the beta. And
the beta might have tainted him.
But we had Magna Malo in the beta.
You're right. And we had Nergi too in Worlds beta too. So yeah.
I don't know. I think it's because we was ready to box him. I think they put so much of a stipulation on us with that 20 minutes with these hope weapons that we was just like, yo, show me his body so I can put my weapons on it.
Hands on him.
So if we're rating this one, I'm gonna put Guardian and like put it right here.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Regular arc.
Ooh, that's a whole different story.
That's
so much.
That's a well designed monster. That's a well designed monster. Yeah, it's up here.
Flagship.
It's up here.
Oh, that Guardian, bruh.
That because him and Red out there rematch they had, and he.
Ooh, that man grabbed that man neck.
Yeah.
Saying, oh my, me next.
Oh
no,
my.
I didn't. I might have done it.
Jawshy, please.
That shit was so clean. Can we just say how good the animators are this year or this generation? They are cooking with the turf wars, the animation of the monsters, the cutscenes. They are cooking.
They really are.
That Raid Out and Arkvale cutscene. My God, I thought I was watching a movie.
And that other cutscene with Doshigama and
Balahara,
man,
that neck rip, yeah. So good.
I was not expecting them to do that with
Olivia smacking Uduna in the face with that damn hammer.
Yes.
That's what made me fall in love. Now we're gonna talk about Zosia. I think there's a lot of parts of Zosia that are really interesting.
Really cool.
Really interesting. They're really good set pieces, I think, for story. And it's a really fun fight. You only get to fight it once. So you really only get to experience that way unless you join somebody's SOS. Design wise, right now.
Design what?
I think for me, I didn't really care about the way he looked. Like the feathery whiteness, I'm like, it's just another feather bird dragon, elder dragon thing. And then once I started to like, do damage and break those parts, and I saw that black underneath, I was like, first of all, are you doing whiteface? Second of all, what the fuck are you? What are you?
Bruh,
because like it looked like a Latrion Fatalis. Like it looked like so many different things, and then the moves it has. That's like probably the most interesting thing about Zosia is the fact that it's like this hybrid. Obviously, they made Zosia to like combat whatever they were fighting back then.
They was fighting.
Know. What you fighting God? Like, I'm thinking like, sorry.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen his gear. We've seen his gear already. We've seen 2 weapons. Is that enough information to rate them on the criteria
For
that
we? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that armor is S tier like a motherfucking dog.
S tier like a.
I'm already thinking mix sets already,
bro. So
right.
Good.
And it made the best looking great sword in the game. Like it already made it.
Great sword needs it, bro.
It needed it so bad.
But
might be S, man.
It's definitely S.
And his fight music, how it changes with each phase is so good. It hits
so good. And like I was saying earlier, like it really hits on every aspect of Monster Hunter that I love. I love the fight, the armor, the drip, all of that. But I also do love the lore. And it's like if this Guardian thing that we know that people back then they made to fight whatever, if they have all of these moves from all of these different big bags like Elatrion, Fatalis, even Geismagorn was in there from Sunbreak, like he was in there too. So I'm like, so did these people go and get like materials from Vitalis and
Right.
like how does that work? I just
How?
cannot wait till we get this title up there so I can learn more about this monster.
For sure.
So yeah, he hits on all ends of Monster Hunter period for me. So
Yeah,
I
let's
love
go
it.
ahead and put him up there.
I want to put him up there, bro.
I'm put it
This-
right there.
Look at Lala Bruno next to all these monsters. It's so funny.
Look at Zoo at number 1.
Somebody's biased.
I'm biased. I'm super biased. Gore Magala.
Ooh.
And
This
we can
minute's-
loop in Tempered Gore Magala because they don't have an icon for it too.
Tempered Gore, factor in Tempered Gore, he'll be a high A, maybe low S for me.
Mm-hmm.
His fight is just so fun, and it's like it's the only thing like that's really challenging that we have right now. So
Yeah.
like the reward of killing him makes you feel like, whew,
Yeah.
I did that shit, and I don't really have that with anything else, maybe besides like Temper Arc sometimes on occasion. So that's why I really like him too, and I like the fact that like even though we fought him in Rise,
He was in-
Sunbreak?
Right, he was in Sunbreak, and he was also in GU too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that we
And-
fought him in those games and like the fight is still as good as it is to me, just proves that Gore Magala is it. I like him a lot.
And
I've always
They
liked
all-
Gore Magala. Gore Magala is such a well designed. I'm sorry, Sammy, I'm cutting you off. It's such a well designed monster. It looks so cool. My
good.
biggest beef with Gore Magala, Tempered in particular, it be boxing my frames.
Yeah, that I start
Bro.
cliff mad, bro. With him in it, I don't know what it is. I agree. Also, I have to dock some points actually, because of the way they introduced Gore felt a little. Oh, Gore Magala, Frenzy, nothing to do with the end game. Just okay. Like this mission.
And they take you from fucking corridor to corridor with this motherfucker. They don't take you no wide open space. They take you to hallway to hallway. Ooh.
oh, wait,
Oof, yeah.
they said you gonna feel him, and I
Mhm.
guess the fact that they was wrapping up since they had Fabius, they was wrapping his story up from there. That's probably why they did it.
But it felt. I don't know. It felt like.
It did feel a little
It
out of
felt- okay,
place.
Capcom was going to this like, okay, we got this. What are we missing? Like, there's something. Oh yeah, Gore Magala. But there's only like 2 months left till the game comes out. So let's add him in real quick, and then we'll go from there. Because I feel like the Frenzy doesn't interact with the Arden system at all. It doesn't act right. Like the only reason you'll fight frenzied monsters is to make Gore Magala weapons.
Yeah.
That is it.
Even then, you didn't need to fight. You just could fight Gore Magala at that point.
Exactly, because you get those parts.
That's true.
And I don't know. Like I didn't play. What was it for you or whatever whatever his origin game was?
I think it was 4 or 3. It was probably it was 3 or 4.
I
One or
didn't play
two.
that game, but from what I know about it, like frenzy is an important thing. Like
Yeah,
if
it
a
was-
monster's frenzy, that is like their like COVID or some shit. Like that is what I understand from it. And the fact that it was just like, oh well, here's frenzy here, and also, oh my god, I have so many points that I don't like about frenzy in this game. But like, I also don't like how frenzy can't be on other maps. Like it's only the actual cliff maps, and as we can tell by our tier list, those monsters are not that fun to us. So we're not really encountering frenzy at all. Period. Like,
Right.
I'm not fighting Ursula for random reasons, or Rangongo, or Hirabami. Or,
Right.
you know what I mean? The only monster on this list that we fight really is Gore Magala. That can be frenzy, and he is the frenzy.
Man, Frizzy Chatter
So-
coming soon.
Please
And more on
make
that.
that frenzy go some places. But yeah, that's probably like something that would dock Gore's introduction, because we were reflecting on everything. So
Yeah.
that probably dock some points off for me. So maybe not like as high as I would originally put him, but he's still really good to me. So like
Mhm.
high A, low S, where I'll probably go
Yeah.
actually.
I'm gonna put him right here. Bruh,
Okay.
look at Lala Marina surviving the wave.
We can't help it, y'all. We can't help it. They
Hey,
cooked.
listen, that's a good monster. A hit is a hit.
That's a good monster.
So,
Mhm.
in closing, I think I don't want to do too much revisiting on this because I think it's pretty solid. I think we did a pretty good job explaining why we put the monsters where we put them. My question to you guys is, what monster would you want to see in a title update?
Only one?
One.
And also, are we talking like Elder Dragon?
Any
Starter one?
monster.
For me, Nurki.
Okay.
I want Nurkagante back.
That
so
was
bad.
easy. That was easy.
I think, yeah, like think about it, like they already had like a Timu version of the wound system with him. With like his, his fights, you gotta break him off or he's gonna ult you. They could actually do that now with the wound system.
Yeah.
And make instead of what is the move? Oh my god, my brain is blinking. whatever it's called, where he jumps up and like make it before like he does a wind up, and in order to stop him, you have to like.
Oh, I
focus
would
on the
love to
and the apexes
offset
or
this
something.
mug. Oh,
Oh, imagine Offset. He would have a fucking power clash. He just like Morgan. Like I feel like there's no way Nergy doesn't make it into this game.
For
Whether
sure.
it's a title update or fucking the expansion, he's got to be in the game. It makes too much sense. So, yeah,
I
that's
said
mine.
it before. Mine would be Ataka. I need.
Oh, Altaka would be good. I don't think, boss, did you fight
Back.
Altaka
I have not.
in GU?
I have
Yeah,
not.
she's
So
in the
good.
rank.
Oh, good. Oh my god.
Oh, they need to bring
The
her
way
back.
that fight is almost like we were like, are we a new gen? That's how much fun we were having with Altaka. Like that is an amazing fight. That is an amazing design. Yeah, I agree with Sami. That's a really good one.
Well, who y'all think I will say?
Girl.
Basil Geese.
No, Basil Geese coming regardless. I think.
For Jane.
Oh yeah.
I think because, and here's why. Here's why I think Rajang should come back.
I knew it.
We have so many new players. I need him to feel him.
I think that's honestly why they brought him into World. The way they did. Too.
I
In
need
his
them
full
to
form.
feel him. If not Rajang, Rage and Bracky.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, you're cooking. Raging Bracky in World was so good.
Guardian Rage and Bracky. So you have to do it down there in the little
I was curious.
In
'Cause I was
the
gonna say.
in the little like
And so she's a real?
milk pit. In the little milk pit, and then they just start boom, bow, 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 bow,
Yeah,
bow.
that's what I was literally gonna say. I'm like, they could put it there and they do that little bank move it did to like closing you in. I love that mechanic. You can't get out,
Pass
bro.
on the loud.
You cannot get out. It's you and him, die or not.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
that
I
was
take
really
back
good
Rajang. I take Rajang back, and Guardian Rage and Bracky is who I'm thinking.
Guardian Raging Bracky would cook. I know that girl would look good too. I didn't
Yeah,
remember. What was? I don't really remember his year in.
bruh. This
swear,
Lance is like a throbbing peanut. Anyway,
Oh my
It
god.
did.
hey, that bug was vascular to the motherfucker too. But I think that's it for the tier list. I appreciate y'all for joining me and helping me do this. I don't think there's much editing I'm gonna have to do to this. I'm gonna just put some ending in the beginning on that and then just throw it up. In closing, if you guys want to give out your shows, your socials, or your channel, go ahead and do that, and then I'll close out as well.
Well, you can find me in my whatever I want to say mouth over at YouTube and Twitch, twitch.tv/TheRoyalJosh, youtube.com/TheRoyalJosh. Don't forget the underscore. I might not come out. I will, but I'm just say that anyway. Also, follow me on Twitter if you want to. I'll be yapping. Yeah, that's me.
It's me, Samurai Jack. SAMRAIJACK on Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, I play games. I just work here. That's it. That's
He
all.
really do be playing games, and it be just some random
He play
ass
everything.
game too. He said, if they give me a key, I'm gonna play that shit. I was like, all right, dog, you got it. Anyway,
Motherfucker playing Xbox 360, 47, 8. Like, who even has this system? Yeah, Sammy will play anything.
yeah, but y'all know me. I'm Basu Bonks. We'll put this video up, and then we'll get back to hunting. I'll see you guys every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, usually at 10 p.m. Central Time. But we want to get this video out for y'all. But that's all we got for you. It's a long video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you understand our reasonings. And if you hated it, tell us in the comments below, because that's engagement. All right, peace.